Hi, Leo. How are you guys? Okay, this is your November 2020 love focus reading. This is focused on love and romance, okay? And it's you and your person. So I'm going to start with the oracle energy, and then we are going to slide into the tarot. So let's have a look at the oracle energy or the message from the oracles. This is the ancestor oracle, you guys. So the message from the oracle in November 2020 for you, darling Leos. Let's have a look. All right. So Leo, your oracle energy is the Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. That is a lot of people's oracle energy this month. Libra had the same thing, and Scorpio. So stay rooted and grounded. And Traveler, moving in a new direction. So Leo, I feel like you're going in a new direction in your love life. You're certainly going in a direction in your love life that you have never been in before. Okay, and it's important for you to stay rooted and stay grounded, and to remember what really matters, remember what's really important, and to stay grounded. Yeah, that's the strongest energy I'm getting off of this, is about staying grounded. And I'm not sure exactly why. I don't know exactly what you're doing that's making you be ungrounded. I don't know what's happening that could be triggering you to the point where you feel like you need to become ungrounded, but you don't need to become ungrounded. Stay rooted, stay grounded, everything will be fine. And also, your love life is traveling in a new direction that it's never been in before. Okay, so I want to see you in November 2020 towards your person or towards your romantic interest. So we have the Five of Wands. You're frustrated by the situation or by this person, but you're not fully saying it, Leo. And you're frustrated by the lack of commitment. You're frustrated by the lack of union, the lack of unity, the lack of faith, okay? And I feel like, Leo, if you feel like this person has a lack of faith in the connection, this, with the Hermit coming up, it's really important for you to also look within yourself to understand where that could be coming from within you, okay? Because I feel like this person, Leo, they are feeling like a lack of ambition. They're feeling a lack of excitement. It could either be in their lives, or it could be with this connection where they kind of are losing faith in this connection. But this is someone who I feel like for some of you guys, this is someone who typically does have a lot of faith in things. Like, they're somebody who's very excitable. Like, they're someone who, when they believe in something, they go for it full force. But I feel like this person, it's kind of that ambition is dwindling out. So you may feel like this person is not committed enough to this relationship, whereas I feel like this person, they probably were super committed to it. They probably were super excited about it. I'm hearing they clear their schedule for it. This is the kind of person that would clear their schedule for love. But I feel like this person, they may be seemingly not clearing their schedule for love because they're kind of mirroring you back, like where they feel like that's the pace that you want to take it at. That's what I'm getting off the cards, right? Now, this is a general reading, so we all know, don't be daft, don't be silly, and don't think it's always going to relate to you, especially when you're a disgusting person, you have a bad attitude, then it's definitely not going to relate to you. Okay, so, for most of you guys that this is for, there's some sort of variation of this that you may understand. Whereas even if you're single, you may feel like love is not there, or you'll never find love, or, this, I'm hearing men are this, or women are this, da, da, da. And those are the exact beliefs that are causing you to not attract in the love that you deserve, because you're not treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated, And yes, it is frustrating, but the Five of Wands, it's an energy. The frustration is an energy. Use it. You're not even using it. You're admitting that you're frustrated, but you're not doing anything about it, Leo. You're not really getting in the ring with it. You're not shaking and bopping and booping with it. You know what I mean? And you're not making any changes as a result of it. That's what it is. You're not making any changes. Even if this person was never about it, right? Because some of you guys are dealing with somebody who was never about it. And I guarantee if that's the case, this is not the person the cards are picking up on. All right? That's what I'm hearing. If this person was never about it, they're not talking about this person. They're talking about somebody who was about it. All right? They're talking about somebody who was gung-ho. Even if they weren't they're not a king, right? Like, come on, they're not the King of Wands. But they're the Page of Wands. It's a small energy, especially if this is a newer connection. This is the appropriate energy to have for a new connection. This is the appropriate energy. And I feel like they have been trying on their part, but they may seem like they're not trying anymore. They're just not excited. I'm hearing they're not excited about it anymore because they just feel like it's like hard, or, you know, they feel like, and I'm hearing you, and I'm not blaming it on you, but, you know, of course. Oh my God. Of course, people are going to think that, right? But I'm not blaming it on you. I'm not in your relationship. I'm not in your bedroom. I'm not dating you. I don't want to date you. I'm just doing the freaking reading, you crazy fucking people. All right. I'm not you. I don't know the situation. This is a general reading because I know what's coming. I can feel it. Right. But I feel like they were excited about it. You stopped being excited about it. Right. Or the frustration that you felt about this connection, maybe they never were. Maybe they weren't the excitement that you wanted them to be. Maybe this is not the person that you really want to be with, or the kind of person you really want to be with. But you never made any changes. You're feeling the frustration, make the change. The Hierophant, take the power into your own hands. Look within, decide what you want. You're not clear on what you believe. How can that be mirrored back to you if you were clear on what you believed? And how can it still be frustrating you if you didn't have anything to learn from it still, right? Because I feel like this person, yeah, they're the Page of Wands reversed. There's no doubt about that. They're taking action, but they're not taking action. And I feel like this is somebody who is gung-ho. I'm hearing gung-ho. This person is gung-ho. So if you feel like this person is not really moving forward for you, or they're not doing anything in the connection, maybe look at yourself. Maybe look at you, right? And it's no static towards Leo. I don't have a problem with Leo. In fact, I am actually seeing a Leo. So I don't have a problem with Leo, and there's no issue with that. I don't have one issue with Leo. This is just what's showing up in the message. You need to hear this. You could take it, you could leave it. You could stay in the same sort of pattern again. You could create it again. I don't care. Like, you can create it all over again, or you could just listen and stay rooted, stay grounded, and understand that your love life has to move in another direction, right? Okay, so I'm going to put those cards away. I'm going to start again because that might not be the message for everybody. And I'm going to respect that. I'm going to honor that. All right. So I'm going to start with a different deck now, just to change the energies around. All right. Okay. So let's have a look at Leo, November 2020. How are you feeling towards your person, or towards your connection, or towards your love life? Another reversal. You guys changed the deck. Did a whole different. I'm going to change my incense. All right, boom. So let's have a look. We have the Seven of Wands reverse and the Ace of Wands. So in November, you're allowing yourself to be overrun by negativity that's actually blocking you from manifesting and attracting in a new mate, or attracting in your mate. The Sun. And the Two of Cups. So I know that resonated with somebody. It's no judgment. It's no judgment at all. It is no judgment. I'm not in space to judge any person. I'm just delivering the message. All right. Jeez. All right. So, yeah, the Four of Pentacles reverse. So, I really feel like there is like, you have a comfort zone that either is not being met, or it's not, or it's being crossed a lot, and you're doing nothing to fix it. And, just don't wonder why. You're not bringing yourself justice. If you're dealing with somebody who is no bueno, or you're listening, because it feels like it's not even like the person, bro. I keep seeing the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like whoever this person is, either who you're gonna meet or who you're already with, there's a fated connection. This is fated. The Wheel of Fortune showed up every time in both decks. That's a message to me, right? There's something very fated about this connection, but you keep listening to everybody else but yourself, right? So, you're not going to have it. And you're not going to have it because you're blocking it. The Hierophant, again, you're the one blocking it. You are the one blocking it, right? I'm empowering you because I want you to have what you deserve. All right. So we have the World reversed. All you got to do is end the cycle. All you got to do is end the cycle. And what is that cycle? What does it mean to end that cycle? It means something different for all of you guys, but it's under the energy, they're saying the ramification of the Magician. So it's under the energy, or under the premise of initiation. You have to do something about it. You have to make amends. You have to initiate. You have to manifest something, right? You have all the tools. You're just not seeing you have all the tools to change the situation. And it's all right. Some of you guys need to go within more, a little bit more, right? Don't be hard on yourself. You just got to go within a little bit more to know what it is that you need. But if you're not checking in with yourself to know what it is that your inner self is calling and telling you that it needs, then you're going to just keep being mad about it and keep going to different readers and keep insulting people and keep writing rude comments under people's videos. You fucking loser. Who goes to spiritual practitioners' channels and writes rude comments and just pisses them all off and wants to go off and prosper? We are spiritual practitioners. You don't know what we do in the dark. So why are you even like putting yourself out there? Just be nice or don't say anything or get off of our channels. That's so silly. For those of you guys who want the truth, here it is. That's what it is. There is some stuff you need to move on from. Absolutely. Isn't there stuff we all need to move on from? Yes. So who can judge you? No one. Right? Just take the information, take the story, take and leave what you want. But that's what I'm seeing. You're allowing yourself to be overrun by outside forces that are not as powerful as you, and you're disempowering yourself. You're not taking action, and thus you're staying in a comfort zone that you don't even want to be in. You're staying in a situation in love that you don't want to be in because you're not taking action. And the action is magic. The action is manifestation. The action is take action. Move towards it, Leo. What are you waiting for? You want to keel over first? All right. So let's know a little bit more about this situation here. And then we're going to go into this person because I'm sure you're going to look into them too. Don't worry about it. You know, I got something for them too. So the High Priestess, there definitely is a situation here that is, that's a little bit like you can't really see what's going on, but the things that are happening in your love life right now, they're actually serving to help you release a burden, right? So yes, this is where you are. You will not be here forever. So I don't know where you are right now romantically. Some of you guys may not like where you are. Some of you guys may love where you are. And if you love where you are, then disregard the message. If you're in a happy relationship, disregard. If you already have a house, you stupid cunt, disregard. If you don't want love, disregard. Why are you on my channel? You fucking fool. And you'd be, oh, where'd you go, Barbie? Where'd you go? I left because I'm tired of this. I left because I'm tired of this nonsense. You guys literally are getting free stuff and you're doing nothing with it. It's for free and you're doing nothing with it. Sitting there complaining and being upset and then blaming and blame shifting. And you came here to blame. You probably clicked on this video to blame shift. And it's like, you're the problem. If you're the one feeling it, you're the problem. So this whole situation is actually serving to help you release. You need to look within. You need to not look without. You need to not do anything. So if you're going to do anything outside of you, you need to stop doing it and you need to close your eyes and go within and check your mind. Because this is for your benefit. You're the one who's going to benefit from doing it. Damn, y'all got it. Because you guys are not looking within. That's why. That makes so much sense. Y'all are not looking within. You need to make the judgment. You have the wheel in your own hands. This other person, low-key, they're taking the wheel, and that's why it seems like they're acting this way. They just took the wheel in their hands, and they're just driving their own car because they're tired of waiting on some of you guys. For some of you guys, they're tired of waiting on you. That's what I'm hearing. So if you want to sit there and be mad and woe is me and bah humbug, and I understand that, and we all have emotions, and it happens like that. But it takes two to tango, B. It takes two to tango. So it can't just be all on one person. I would never, ever admit, I would never recommend someone do that because that's the best way to just set yourself up for failure. It takes two to tango, especially if you're still tangoing with them. What does that say about you? All right, so let's have a look into this person, what's going on with them. See, they're not perfect either. The High Priestess reversed. They're not listening to their intuition, right? And their intuition is trying to help them to tear down a paradigm too, right? You guys are both mirroring each other. Congratulations, you met your soulmate, the lovers. Congrats, you guys are both meant for each other. You're both not listening to each other. And you're both not listening to yourselves, you know? And so it's like, all right, you know what? So why be so hard on them? Why? All right. So they're definitely going through something where they're realizing that they're not following their heart and that they haven't been. And they're actually shedding a heavy paradigm. Like this person's got some heavy energy around them. The energy that's around this person is a lot heavier than the energy that's around you. The only energy you share together is the high priestess, right? But their energy is a lot heavier. They're dealing with a lot heavier stuff. I'm hearing a lot deeper karmic stuff than you really are right now. I'm not saying you're not dealing with karma, but this person's really, you know, when you hit a karmic juncture and you have no other choice but to face that karma, that's where they are. And I'm hearing that they're flourishing through it. They're flourishing through it, Leo. That's crazy. But it's hard, you know, they're looking at when and how that they have not followed their heart. They're realizing, you know what? There have been times I've disempowered myself. I have not accepted my worth. I have cut myself down because of others. I have done X, Y, and Z. I have blocked out Leo because of silly, egotistical things that don't matter. They are well aware of it. Okay, their intuition is screaming at them. Okay, the High Priestess reversed. Usually I read this as like, you know, someone not listening to their intuition, but this is like when your intuition is tired of not being listened to and it goes into overdrive. And so it's like they're listening to their intuition in ways that they never have before. They're listening to their intuition in ways that they at first they thought wasn't even their intuition. Like this person, and they're waking up for you. I'm hearing a lot of you Leos, whoever you're dealing with, they love you that much. A lot of this has to do with you. A lot of this has to do with you being their own happiness. And if you don't feel that way about this person and you feel like F this person, then that's not the person I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone else that you're going to meet when you snap out of your silliness, you snap out of it, and the person you're really meant for, I'm talking about them. Because you guys are both mirroring each other's journey. So there should be a shit ton of compassion. And if there's no compassion, it's not your soulmate. So get off my channel with that nonsense. They're not your twin flame. And stop degrading the twin flame journey. It's a real journey and it's special. So stop degrading it. All right? You heard my incest pop at you? It popped at you too. Stop degrading it. You haven't met your twin flame then. All right? Let it go. So this person is realizing where they have shut off their abundance. And they're acknowledging, Leo, that you are their abundance. Now, for some of you guys, you have not met this person. A lot of you guys, you are with this person. And what did I say? I said, if you know it's this person, if you have compassion for them. If you don't have compassion for them and there is no love between the two of you, you don't feel it in your heart, then they're not your soulmates. Let it go. All right? So they're waking up and they're realizing how they did not crown you. They did not make you a queen. They know. They know that they did not make you the queen. You're the queen. But the queen also knows she's the queen. The King of Pentacles reversed. They are realizing how and where they have just not, like, they have just squandered value. Something of a massive value. This is what your person thinks of you, Leo. They think that you are the King of Pentacles, the Empress, the Knight of Cups, their dreams. They're willing to tear down an entire long established paradigm just to be with you. So please don't come on this video trashing them. And if you're trashing them, then they're not your soulmate. I'm not even talking about them. And you're in the wrong place, so you're the dummy. The joke's on you, fool. So go where you belong, what I always say. We don't always vibrate in the same place with everybody. Go where you vibrate at. Period. All right. So I'm going to look a little deeper into this. I just feel like I feel that energy, B, and I have to accept it. I have to accept it. I'm a high priestess. You might not be, but I am. Right. So let's see what else. We have the Empress reversed again. This person is like, they're just realizing their worth. And for some of you guys, especially if you're a guy, Leo, this person feels like, for some of you guys, they're acknowledging especially this is kind of karmic-y. If they left you and they're not looking back, they feel like you did not value them. The Empress reversed. They feel like you did not value them. They feel like the Empress is reversed in both decks. Both decks. Argue with this. Both decks is reversed. Argue with me now. No, argue with me now. Go ahead. So this person really feels like, they really feel like you did not value them. Now, for my Leo ladies, this person knows that they did not value you. I know it sounds really sexist, but this is the message. They feel like you did not value them. Or if this is a man, especially I'm hearing Libra, they know that they royally screwed up. Royally. Royal. That's how much they screwed up. That's how much. And they know. They let a pot of gold go. They let a queen, two queens, the empress 2 times, they let them go. They're like, they're bumping their head, they're bop. Should have had a V8. Should have had a V8. That's what they're saying. I should have had a V8. That's what they're, should have had a V8. I knew I should have had a V8 that morning. I knew I should have had a V8 that morning. Like, this person is really like confronting the devil. They're confronting the stuff that keeps them from their own desires, which is their own fears that are like, they don't even come from them. All right. So this person is like really going through it. Like mentally, they feel like they're confronting a lot of stuff. They're confronting so much stuff right now that if you feel like you're not hearing from them, it's because they're confronting so much stuff that it's almost like, thank God they had it. Thank God they confronted this pain, this trauma, because if this person wants to come back into your life, they want to come back and do it right. So they need time for that. And they need to be alone. The high priestess, they need to be alone. They need to really go within and check themselves. So this person is checking themselves. And that's why Spirit was like, no, check Leo. Because this person's checking themselves. And if they're not checking themselves, once again, darling, they're not your soulmate. You're with the karmic and you're wasting your time and your life and your precious life force energy. Get out while you can. All right. So what else? The Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. They're actually looking forward to reconnecting. Now, I know that was the first group that we picked up on with the first deck. You might even still be in this group too, right? Spirit was like, just pull the next deck. Just use another deck because we know how they get. Use another deck, shuffle it, wash it with the incense, and then show them that it's the same thing. So with the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands, this person does want to move forward. They want to make changes. They want to clear out the blockages. And they're excited about doing it. They're really looking forward to it. They're really in a very high energetic state. So they got a lot of energy and they're using it. They're using it productively. So it's like, yo, you cannot sit here and judge these people. Like, I feel like whoever this person is, like, you're kind of being a lot harder on them than you need to be. Because I feel like they get something that you don't, Leo. You're not getting it. Some of you are. And if you are the person who knows that you're getting it, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to a select few that have a hard head but have a good heart, right? I'm not going to leave you behind just because you have a hard head, right? I'm not going to leave you behind. I'm a black the whole way, but I'm going to get you there. How about that? So, what else? We have the Chariot reverse. They are kind of feeling like this might not be successful. They're kind of like, this seems like somebody who is naturally a very hopeful person. Like whenever they start things, this person goes in full force. They only see victory with it. But it's like after enough roadblocks, they just eventually park their car and like just go for a smoke. Like they just like are like, you know what? I think it's time for me to take a vacation. I think it's time for me to just like take a break from Leo. That's what I feel like this person did. I also feel like if this is somebody that you're getting ready to meet, they're clearing through a lot of karma and a lot of trauma. But if you're feeling like it's not happening, or you're feeling like it's not happening fast enough, it's because this person's kind of going through a time right now where they're kind of doubting that it will be successful. Like they're kind of doubting that they'll ever find love. All right? Because we're all in different journeys. The world, we're all a great big world. But for some reason, you're in my collective. So I'm, I have to read for you, or I'm going to read for you. I don't have to though. So we have the Knight of Swords. They do want to reach out and they do want to move forward. They want to communicate. They want change to happen. They want change to happen. This person does not invest their energy into stagnant things. And I feel like I'm hearing they think that you're stagnant, low key. They do think you're stagnant. NGL, not gonna lie, because this is a Knight of Swords type. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they don't waste time. Like when they see something and they see it's good, they go for it. They go for it, and they don't like people that waste time too. And it's not always the best to be the king of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is not always the best way to be. Just like how the Knight of Wands is not always the best way to be, and the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. It's not always the best way to be, but this is the way that they are. This is somebody who moves forward and they take action and they do what they need to do. And if you feel like they're not doing what they need to do, you need to check yourself. Especially if this is your soulmate, you need to check yourself. And if this is not your soulmate, then I don't know why you're watching it and thinking of this other person, because this is not the person I'm talking about. So please don't waste your time. All right. So I'm gonna look a little deeper. Yeah. So I'm gonna look a little deeper into the situation, and we're gonna go down. All right, so this person, so Leo, you're going through a change, right? It's a very difficult change. It's a very deep change. It's very deep and profound. And it's supposed to bring you justice. It's supposed to bring you all the things you've been asking for. People sit there and they pray and they oh, I want to talk to my guardian angel. What are my spirit guides saying? God. Doing nothing with the information, doing nothing with the stuff, being so afraid. Then when spirit answers your prayer, you're like, or you don't want to move forward, or you want to act like your head is too hard. And it's like, then you want to sit there and be like, oh, well, nothing really moves for me. Nothing moves for me. But it does. You just don't let it, because it moves through you. So death is trying to bring you your justice, but it can't come through unless a part of your ego dies, right? That's the ego I'm yelling at, the one I'm talking to right now, the one that's getting mad at me. That's the one that needs to die, because that's the one that's holding you back. Because it shouldn't matter what I'm saying. It shouldn't matter. The Emperor. I'm here to help. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, Justice. These are two cards that are held up. Shocker. So your abundance, your fortune, and your justice are held up at bay because you refuse to let a part of your ego die. That, with great understanding, I understand it completely, because this is a part of your ego that is very deeply rooted. It's very fear-based. And when you scare a child, or you scare your inner child into fear, and they believe it, and that's like, they build castles on that fear. They're not going to want to tear down those castles. They spent a long time building up stuff around that. So it's okay. But a part of you is transforming, and it's the part of you that has been blocking your fortune and your justice. This is just romantic. So don't think that this extends into career, Leo. It doesn't. It's just romantic. And the Ace of Swords is coming up in it. Because some of you guys feel like, is that what's happening in my career? No, love. It's not what's happening in your career. Don't worry about that. Your career is fine. Your career will move. Don't worry. Give it time. Provided that you want where you have to decide where you want it to go, but you don't have those same limitations in career that you do in love, Leo. You don't. So shout out to you. Shout out to you. All right. So what else? So there really is a change going on in the sun. It's like trying to bring you back to you. It's trying to bring you back to you. And like, because somebody stole your joy. Somebody stole your wishes. Somebody stole your happiness. Yes, they did. They didn't know they were cradle robbing, but they were. And they may not have had that intention. Some of them did. But someone stole your happiness, and the universe is trying to bring it back. It's trying to give you back what you deserve. It's trying to bring you the fortune you deserve in love. So the fortune you deserve in the sense that having the partner that you dream of. The Wheel of Fortune with Justice is like, you know that exact person you're thinking of that you love so much? You're supposed to have them, Leo. The Wheel of Fortune with Justice is like, you know the exact thing that you're thinking of that you really want? That's exactly supposed to be yours. That's exactly what the universe is trying to bring in right now. Exactly it. Nothing more, nothing less. Exactly that. And death reverse, the thing that won't change is what's blocking it. That's crazy, right? Is that right? That's why we have tarot. That's why we look in. And that's why we get honest and we're real about what we see. Sorry. So we have, I'm going to go ahead and clarify that a little more with Santa Muerte or death. So we have the Page of Cups. It's an inner child thing. It was like the little kid in you that loved, you know, that pure-hearted kid that just had nothing but good intentions and just wanted to be loved and wanted to love others. And somewhere along the lines, that kid was corrupted. I mean, everybody always hurts this kid. No one appreciates this kid until this kid dies, right? No one appreciates him. No one appreciates the flowers. No one appreciates the poems. And this is you. I'm talking about you, Leo. You were that person who wrote poems. You were that person who believed in saving the world. And of course, no one appreciates it until they die. And then they call them a bad person because they're not that kid anymore. But when the kid was the kid, they didn't appreciate the kid and they did everything they could to destroy that kid. It's okay. Let it out. If you want to cry, cry. It's okay. Emotions are fine. Even the bad ones, Miss Love and Lighters. What the fuck is love and light? What is that? What are we? What are we on Game of Thrones? What are we, the fire god? Like, come on. That is such nonsense. You have a full array of emotions. Go ahead and feel it. Let it out. It's fine to do that here. I'm not going to shame you for it. I just don't like when you come for me for no reason. I mean, you can come for me when when I'm messing with you. But like, if it's for no, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I feel like that was you. You had the sweetest heart. You were the sweetest kid in the world. The sweetest kid. You'd write poems and read books and buy the person you liked flowers and give them money when they needed it. And you just are such a pure soul. You are just such a pure soul. Let that part of you shine out and don't be afraid of it coming back, because anybody that bites back, then you know where they were and you know where they are, and they are where you were, Leo, because I'm considering this a thing of the past, because I'm assuming you don't want this anymore. All right, Ace of Swords, clarity. You're welcome. Clarity. All right. So now you're getting clear on what it is. Like, it's something that has been wanting to transform. And it's like, I know why you haven't been letting it, but like, you gotta let it transform. Honor that little kid. And you don't have to be like super duper good to everybody else and not good to yourself. Like, if it's good for you, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, So just be more of who you are. And like, I don't think you guys are fake in like a malicious way. I don't think you guys are fake. I wouldn't call it fake. I just think you hide parts of yourself, or you stay on the surface. You're like Three of Cups. You're like Three Cupsing it with somebody who's your soulmate. And they see you Three Cupsing it and it gets them so tight because this person's sitting in the High Priestess energy for like a year, like with the High Priestess upon them, just like talking to them in the air, like, oh, and they're like mad woke, and they're looking at you knowing that you're their soulmate, knowing that you know that you're their soulmate, but yet you're still on the surface and acting like nothing needs to be done, or we could just laugh about it, or we could just smile our way through it. Like, come on. Something needs to be done. You got to go deeper. All right. So we have the World. Conclude the cycle. That's it. The World. That's it. They're like, you're done. With Leo, all that's happening this month is a death, transformation. And you're welcome. It's just coming to you. You don't have to do anything. It's coming. You're welcome. Just accept it, Leo. That's it. That's it. Don't fight it. It's okay. All right. So let's know more about this person. So we have the Nine of Cups. This person wishes for you. And they have a lot of wishes when it comes to this connection, okay? They feel like unprotected and unsafe, right? So they feel like either they need to make you safe or they need to do more to ensure the safety of you and your family, or they feel like, yeah, it has to do with safety. Like, one thing that they're really wishing for is safety. And I feel like this person, especially if you know them, they may have like told you that. Like, what they're looking for is safety. They want to feel like you got them, or they want to, well, for a lot of you guys, you don't need to have this person, but they want to feel like they're got, that's the best way to put it. They want to feel like they're got. And I feel like this person has been wishing for whatever it is that they need to make themselves into this Emperor energy upright. They've been wishing for everything that they can do, or everything that they can have to make it that way. And the Ace of Pentacles is showing up here because this person is manifesting this opportunity. And they could be doing it kind of like in secret, or you may know that they're working on stuff. or whatever it is they're working on, they're not clear on it. And it's because that's the nature of their work. So don't think that they're working on something you don't know about. It's the nature of their work. Their work is just quiet. They don't talk about what they do because that's just the nature of it. So they're trying to, like, this person is focused on money. They're focused on making your life comfortable, making their life comfortable. Because they already know they want to be with you, and they're just waiting for Leo to figure out that they want to be with them. And I feel like you're clicked on this like, oh, they don't want to, but you don't realize that you're the one who is projecting that. Especially if that's how you feel, you're the one projecting that. So stop. All right. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. They're very secure within themselves, and they're secure within you, the Queen of Wands, right? They think you're beautiful. I feel like you need to hear that. They think you're beautiful, or they think you're handsome, they think you're attractive. They are super duper attracted to you. The King and Queen of Wands, they are like, they don't even know where it comes from, but they just feel that way about you. So they don't get it twisted. This person is super into you. You may be wondering, they are. What they're thinking of and what they're working on in November is they're working on their money. They're working on their finances. They're working on their business. They're working on their job, okay? Because they want to provide a level of comfort to you, right? So you don't have to stress because they see you as a Queen of Wands. So they just want you to be the Queen of Wands. And they just want you to be free and not even worry about stuff. And that's the kind of quality person that you're attracting or that you have in your life already. You know yourself. And I'm not saying put up with garbage. That's the last thing I ever tell anybody to do. But from what I'm looking at here, this person more than checks out. The Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, this person more than checks out. They're fine. They're a normal person. They mirror you. They're so normal that they're just like you. So the Queen of Wands reversed. I feel like this person may feel like a lack of enthusiasm, you know? And it could be on your end, it could be on their end. I mean, I feel like it takes 2 to tango. Who cares whose fault it is? The thing is that we're both in it. We're in it. The problem is here. Who cares whose fault it is? Who cares who started it? They just feel like with the Queen of Wands reversed, they kind of feel like negative about it. They don't feel hopeful. They're worrying a lot. They're internalizing their worries. But also they're realizing what worries that they have that are holding them back. Like this person's doing a lot of inner alchemy. I keep seeing the Temperance energy. So they're doing a lot of inner alchemy. And the thing I'm hearing, they're doing it for you. Like you inspired them to do it. And it's not, if you don't know them, it's your image and likeness. It is who you are. It is the fact that they aspire to be with you, that they are doing this alchemy work. So don't sabotage something good. Check with your own emotions before you go and mash stuff up. Calm down and think it through. Go within. Don't ask anybody their opinion. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. The more confused you are, the more deeper you need to go within. You're confused. You need to close all the windows, close all the doors, turn off all the lights, close your eyes, and go within. Get your journal and write down what you see and do it every day for like 6 months until you figure it out. If you're confused, it's because you're far away from yourself and you're far away from your truth. Period. So this person, they feel like they don't feel ambitious. They don't feel hopeful about it anymore. And they're like, why don't I feel hopeful about this? And they also know when they're like not in a good vibration to be near people. They know when they're not in a good vibration, and they know when they're just coming in and they're going to be a negative energy. And they don't want to be a negative. This is the kind of person that you deserve, Leo. You deserve someone who radiates that sun energy just as good as you do. You guys are the sun. Like, you guys are the sun. That's the best card in the whole deck. The best card. You guys are the best sign ever. So it doesn't matter what you're feeling. You're going to get through it. You're the sun. Of course you're going to get through it. Put your crown back on and fix your mane. Come on, my lions and lionesses. This person sees you as who you are, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. They see you for who you fully are. And they want to meet you at your level. So they're going within. And they're confronting their fears. Like, I feel like this person has a lot of deep fears that have blocked them from being like courageous to take action because they're afraid, you know? And that fear I'm hearing was fed to them. All right. So we have temperance again. This person is getting a lot of healing. They're letting the healing in their life. They're letting it into their life, bro. They could even be praying for you that you get it. You know, you're not alone, Leo. You're not alone. All right. What else? All right, Two of Wands reversed. They do want to expand, but they're kind of afraid to expand. I think they're afraid. They don't know what's going to happen if they expand. I don't know if you guys have recently talked about expansion, but they feel like they want to know more before they put their foot in. It's kind of like they want to know that the ground is solid before they already have one bird in the hand. Like they know where their bread is buttered, and their bread is buttered where they're currently at right now. And they're just like, I don't know if I leave the situation I'm in right now, where I'm benefiting from it and it's helping to bolster me in a way. And if I leave the situation and go to Leo, am I going to be like regretful? Am I going to be back to square one? Like this person, they're kind of grounded, but like in a certain way. They're not like the most grounded person I'm getting, but they're like kind of grounded in ways that like you wouldn't think of. It's kind of like what you would think of, you know, they don't think of, but what they think of, you certainly don't think of. And it's vice versa. And that's what makes you guys good counterparts. There needs to be communication about where things are going and what's happening. You guys need to have a conversation about it. The Eight of Swords reversed. And that's what they're feeling. They're feeling like they would like to have a conversation with you about where things are going because they want expansion. And they're like, if you're not willing to expand, I'm okay with letting the situation, I'm okay with letting you go. And it's not, they don't want to let you go. They love themselves. They really love you, but they also love themselves. This is the King of Cups type, right? They're not going to like water you and have nothing in their cup. Absolutely not. That will never happen. They will never give you the clothes off their back unless they have spare clothes in the trunk of their car. Like that will never happen. They've got a lot of love to give, but they want that reciprocated back because they know the value of the love that they give. So if they feel like they're going to up and do something and you're going to be like doing the same thing you did before, I'm hearing, that's what I'm hearing. Sorry, I'm not Leo. I'm not you. I don't know your situation, right? So if they feel like you're going to up and do that thing again, then they're not going to invest into it anymore. Because I'm hearing they're done. The Hermit, they're looking within and they're like coming to the end of that karmic cycle. And whoever doesn't match them is gone. This person's going through a massive paradigm shift, massive. They're tearing everything down and building it all over again. And everything goes. Like clearance. If you do not want it, they will clear you out with the broom too. They love you, but they'll clear it. Bye. Bro, I'm telling you right now, the Hierophant. I'm telling you right now. All right, but you could ask them. All right, Queen of Wands. All right, this person is they're at the same time, they're bold. It's interesting because on one end, this person is kind of timid, but on the other end, this person's very bold in some regards. And it would actually be quite shocking. So I want to know a little more about this Queen of Wands and what it has to do with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like what this person does is like the Queen of Wands work. So they may have a business. They may do something creative, artistic. What else? They could be kind of spiritual. They I don't know, they do they do modeling, they're an actress, there's something they do, or actor, they do something that is very creative, but it requires a lot of energy, it requires a lot of their time, and they can't give energy to situations that don't give back to them anymore, I'm hearing, because they want to go to the top. Like, they want to go to the top of their career. This is what they're focused on. This person wants to go to the top. They want to be the best in their field, or they want to be really successful. They had dreams when they were little, and they fully intend to fulfill those dreams. They're fully connected to this inner child, and they do not intend on abandoning this little kid in them anymore. So you don't abandon your inner child, and they're not going to abandon theirs. So you don't abandon yours. And what's yours telling you to do? Yours is telling you that you want love. Yours is telling you that you want this person. Yours is telling you a whole host of things. So don't abandon your inner child. And don't talk to the inner child the way the adults talk to you when you were a child. And don't be mad when your inner child gets pissed off. Don't be mad when stuff starts blowing up around you, but you're ignoring your inner child. That's the one who mashes everything up, and that's the one who manifests everything for you. And if you don't appreciate them, they will destroy everything until you pay attention to them. Think of a real child. This is very urgent because this is something that you deserve. This is something that you want. You're wondering, why isn't it happening? Why is it? I'm getting a feeling that time is like a little bit of a thing for you. And that's why it's coming out so hot, right? Because this is what you need to do. You need to go within, period. All these sirens. Take me to the hospital, right? So let's see if there's anything else this person has to say to you through the cat tarot. If there's anything else they have to say to you. Nine of Swords, they're worried. They're worried. They're worried. This person is worried. They have some anxiety. And they're worried about regretting a choice. They're worried about regretting moving on, or I'm seeing May. Did something happen in May? You know, they're worried. They were like, I don't know, I don't want to regret the situation. I don't want to regret being with you, but I also don't want to regret leaving you. Like, this person is super connected to their emotions, and not in the bad way, in the good way. And they love you, and they know that they love you. So, come on. Go within. Nobody has the answer but you. I have the story. I don't really have the answer. Not like that. All right. And if I don't have your story, it's because I didn't want to have your story. It's because I didn't want to have your story. Right? So let's get the final oracle energy before we go. For some reason, I feel like this collective, I feel like some of you guys in this group are like, just like this is kind of like, you know, it's like, we had the same conversation. We've been having this same conversation for like 25 years, and you don't listen to me. You don't listen. And that's how I'm feeling off the situation. They just feel like I've been having the same conversation with Leo for decades, and they don't listen to me. That's how they feel. They don't listen to me. So it's coming out like this, all right? I'm not mad at you. I'm having a great day. I have a beautiful life, all right? Thank you for asking. So what? So Spirit, this person wants you to wait for important information, and also Spirit is saying, wait for important information, go within, receive the healing, receive the guidance, right? And then also this person trusts your talents in changing times. This person is like, whoa. This person's highly in some energy. They're moving, bro. And they probably have a lot of talents. You may know about them, you may not know about them. Spirit Fox. They're a little bit of a foxy person where they're a little cunning. You know, there's a little bit of a cunning energy to them. But they would never cunning you. Don't get me wrong. They would never be cunning to you. But they're a little bit cunning because that's how they get around, and that's how they reach success. It's through being cunning. You know, being a little bit of a fox. And they want you to they're saying they're trusting their talents during this time. And they're admitting that, okay, you know what? Maybe the way I've been doing things before has to change, and that's all right. Because to them, you're worth it. But at the same time, you know who's more worth it than them, than you? They are more worth it. They're choosing themselves. King of Cups, they mastered the cup journey. They mastered it. They realized it was always, it's about me. Yeah, it's about who I love, but if they don't love me back, then sucks for them. You know, I gotta move on. I gotta keep moving on. Hey, gotta keep moving on. This person is like, all right, you know, and they're worried. They're worried though. They're worried about like this connection. They're worried about regretting it. They're worried about, they don't know if they should they're like, I don't know if I'm like, and this is an irrational fear though. You know what I mean? It's an unnecessary worry as well. So let me give you that. It isn't an irrational worry because it's an irrational fear. It's the Nine of Swords. But they also are very protective. So they're protecting the connection, and they're kind of going against things, and they're going against the grain, and they're like, am I going to regret this situation? Am I going to regret defending me? Am I going to regret, even though they would never regret defending you? That's kind of what's going on with them. And their oracle energy is that they're going through changing times, and they're just trusting in their gifts and their talents. And they're just going. And then for you, we have the oracle, wait for important information. So I feel like you need to go within. Like, you need to. And I feel like I could have been this oracle, but if you're the person or you're the group that I'm thinking of, that Spirit's kind of nudging me towards, you're not going to see me as an oracle. You're going to see me as a bitch. You're going to see me as a snake. You're going to be like, you should get off YouTube. You're not a healer. You're this. You're not talented. And that's so funny. It's hereditary. So I'm pretty talented at this. You'd be surprised what I know. So if you're that group, you're going to think I'm a snake, right? Good. Let me be a snake. Let me just work up through you. Let Spirit work through you and just go within, and you'll get the same exact conclusion that I'm telling you right now. But you have to know for yourself. All right? Because Spirit sends you oracles. Some of you guys live with an oracle. Some of you guys live with an oracle and you don't listen. I'm hearing some of you guys live with 2 oracles. That's so funny. And you don't listen. So go within and honor yourself. All right. Thank you so much for joining me here today. All right. Be sure to like this video. I really don't care. You can go ahead and dislike it too. I don't give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck. All right. So if you would like to go ahead and like the video, all right? So you're not a hater. Hey. If you want to work with me personally, information in the description bar down below. You get a reading like this, or for yourself personally, that will resonate with you, or you could get any other sort of reading with me. I have the link in the description bar. If you want to connect with me on my other platforms, the links are in the description bar down below, as well as my username to my Instagram. Go ahead, go there, follow there, like there, join there. Let's get connected, especially if you feel a connection with me. What are you waiting for? Connect with your soul tribe. Don't complain about being lonely, but you don't connect with your soul tribe, right? And yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.